like glass houses, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. At some point in life, you should realize you ain't vilified, but you're really sad.
Yo, what is going on, people? And welcome back to the post-game show. Of course, the Chicago Bears just lost the game to the Green Bay Packers 24 to 14. And Aaron Rodgers officially moves up now to 22 and 5 against the Bears in his career. I said it before, I said it again. The Bears' inability to be be more consistent on offense is what led to the Packers winning this game. Point blank period. I said that the Bears have a shot at winning this game, but because their offense will not be able to be efficient enough that they was going to lose this game, and sadly that is exactly what the hell just happened. You know, Justin Fields made a lot of rookie mistakes. He made a lot of rookie mistakes in this game. He did make a very good amount of good plays in this game, but it just wasn't enough. Missing those 10 points in the first half is what really came back to bite the Bears because this game could have been tied up. Also, just Justin Fields allowing that sack on third down instead of possibly throwing the ball away, holding on to the ball too long. And also, once again, the play calling. Why is Matt Nagy or whoever the hell calling the plays? I believe Matt Nagy's still calling the plays. It's based on the play calling I've seen. It's the mixture of Matt Nagy and Bill Lazor calling the plays. But based on what I've seen, man, I don't know why they didn't run the right routes to try to get enough yards back. So then they can give the defense a reason to be on the field and try to stop the Packers. It could have been a touchdown type of game, and then the Bears possibly could have had the opportunity on defense to shut down the Packers after that. But it didn't happen. It was all woulda, coulda, shoulda out there. The Bears left points out there on the field in the first half. Allen Robinson, of course, was deep down the field. He didn't see him, and that resulted in nothing in the end. Yeah, it is what it is. What's going on, KO? I know, man. That shit. It is what it is, man. I know. Disappointing as hell, man. Very disappointing. The reps and the play calling by Nagy cost us because they just let the Packers score and did not let Fields go for a deep pass to A Rod. I don't know, man. It is what it is, man. You know, I said it in the first. I said at the halftime show. Field should have saw A Rod deep. That's 7 points taken off the board. That delayed game at the end of the half. That's another 3 points taken off the board. So that's your ball game right there. That's 24-24. Then plus, of course, Fields getting sacked also did not help us at all. I'm tired of this. What else? We didn't execute at the end of the day. That's exactly what I'm saying. The team did not execute like they supposed to. They did not execute whatsoever like they were supposed to. They did execute at times, especially when they drove down the field and scored and was down by three. So they did execute some, but it just wasn't enough. Mooney is coming to his own. Yeah, he is, but we still need more. We still need more. We still need better coaching and better player execution. This game showed right here the reason why the Bears need more and better offensive linemen. The rapper 10,000 mentioned that earlier today. That's what the Bears really need: better offensive linemen. They got the wide receivers. It's just that the scheme is mainly set up for two predominant wide receivers and the tight end. That's it. The defense crapped the bed towards the end. The defense did all what they could. The offense wasn't doing what they were supposed to. I said it before, KO. I said it again, man. The defense gonna do their job. But what keeps their defense 100% is for the offense the ability to stay on the field and sustain drives, and that's what helps that defense stay vibrant. You know that they finally ran out of gas towards the end of the game. They finally ran out of gas, and of course we seen the last drive. They didn't even care after that. It was over. Wasn't much more they can do. I think the refs are paid to give the Packers an edge. Hey man, they do for the most part get most of the play calls anyway overall. But yeah, it was a little bit of bias in between that, and on top of that, just strictly the Bears not executing like they needed to. Well, more in particularly the Bears offense because the defense did what they could. Devontae Adams' name was not called as nearly as much as it was last week. Last week, all I heard was Devontae Adams. He did a few splash plays here and there. I'm pretty sure he still wind up having over 100 yards, but other than that, it was just three big splash plays. It wasn't constant killing us. So the defensive backs played as well as they could play, guarding him. Did you hear anything from Randall Cobb? One of the players that have been killing the Bears for years. He was non-existent in this game. It was more of Lazard, who really wasn't that much anyway. Let me see. The defense was there, just no picks. Our offense is not stepping up, and our head coach is not calling the right plays. He still keep taking over. There's supposed to be Bill Lazor, strictly Bill Lazor calling plays, but as we can see, as the cameras veer to the field every time, it's Matt Nagy got his goddamn face behind the goddamn playbook. So it is what it is, man. We scored 14. We had 8 minutes that drive. Defense had no excuse. Man, defense did what they could, man. Listen, when it come down to it, yeah, they did fuck up at the end. But it's a big combination of things. One of the main combinations that led to the defense folding at the end was the offense not sustaining drives long enough. The whole second half, the Bears, other than one drive, the Bears offense could not sustain drives. They couldn't. That it was usually a three and out, just like that. Defense back on the field, holding Aaron Rodgers. Bears offense get back there on the field again, and then right after that, guess what? They still struggling to hold them. If you're hearing the beeps and the notifications, that's let me know about the Chicago Bears going live in a press conference. That's what's going on with that. But it was basically just lack of execution on the offense and Justin Fields being a rookie. Basically, he played like a rookie in key moments today, but he also played like a very good veteran quarterback that we're going to need him to most likely play like the rest of the season. You know, it was the good, bad, and the ugly in this. Defense let us down by giving Rodgers that touchdown. The offense also let us down. The offense also let us down. It wasn't just the defense, the offense let us down. You know, leaving points on the field in the first half and not executing properly in the second half that led to two sacks that put us in a fucked up position anyway. Because the Bears was moving the ball down the field late in the fourth quarter. Those two sacks literally destroyed all momentum. Now imagine if the Bears get a touchdown or at least a field goal and during that time period, and it's about 2 minutes left. The Bears still got what two timeouts and a 2 minute warning. The Bears have opportunity to do something, but it just didn't happen. Let me see. Third quarter should not give Green Bay that touchdown. Our offense should have scored early. I agree. I agree. That offense that when the Bears got that ball back at the beginning of the first half, I expected the Bears to go down the field and at least put up 3 points. Neither happened. Instead, three and out, punt the football. Backs go down the field and score. It is what it is. It was all about momentum swings and all the above. You know, the Bears lost momentum. They lost momentum towards the end of the second half when they didn't kick a field goal. That's how it happened. If our star wide receiver A Rob is going to leave after this season, then we need to find another star wide receiver. Star wide receivers is hard to come by, especially for the Bears. Yeah, we gotten lucky over the past decade to have a few 1,000 yard receivers, but it's not like that comes often. The Bears been lucky over the past what 12 to 15 years to have star receivers come over here. And even then, when those star wide receivers come over here, it doesn't always translate to success. We saw with Musa Muhammad. Uh, the only exception really is Brandon Marshall Brandon Marshall and A Rob, basically Allen Robinson, because Alshon Jeffrey had a few good years, and then after that, 800, 700 yards receiving, then he's gone. You know, Musa Muhammad never was 1,000 yard receiver with our team. Brandon Meredith, what a lot of us thought that he probably was going to be that guy. Nothing. So Bears gotten lucky to have guys come here, but it's not going to be that many that's going to keep coming here if they not getting the ball because that's the way it's because that's the way they set up basically. That's the way the team offense is set up. I already said it before. Usually when they run routes and the route is designated for one man, everybody else is running dummy routes to clear everybody out just to set up that route. That's literally what Matt Nagy's so-called West Coast offense is. Everyone run dummy routes, and the route that's supposed to be open is one man, and that's it. And that's not a key success in the NFL. Alshon Jeffrey and Brandon Marshall is the best wide receiver duos. Yeah, they was for 2 seasons, and then after that, Marshall was gone, and then that was it. That was what 2 seasons. Yeah, because the first season, Alshon Jeffrey only had like 230 yards receiving his rookie year and 2 touchdowns. That's it. He really wasn't that good his rookie year. So yeah, 2 seasons. Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Marshall, good. After that, Brandon Marshall gone. For Alshon Jeffrey by itself, then we get the most brutal wide receiver in the game in White, which I don't even know if he's still even playing in the NFL. Then after that, downhill until Allen Robinson shows up. After that, there's it. There's it. But yeah, man, I forgot who the hell the Bears play next week. I probably have to look more into it. If you know, man, let me know. Fields is terrible. I wouldn't say he's terrible because he didn't play terrible, just goofy plays, especially that first interception. That was the dumbest play I've seen in my life. You know, I can't make full excuses for him that everything that he did was right because a lot of shit he did in there was wrong, but the Bears was in position to succeed, and when it came down to it, he made poor decisions. That's one thing I can say. I think that Bear fans should be thankful that Trubisky led them to a 10-win season with a good with a good pass to A Rod. I wonder their thoughts now are that since Fields and A Rod is not a hit for a touchdown yet. Yeah, and let you know, I already said that Trubisky is the only quarterback that have been successful in Matt Nagy offense. The only one, the one that everyone hated and the one that everyone wanted out of here. It's the only one that has been successful in this Bears offense. You know, it is what it is. Now, I will say Fields has had some success, but that's mainly because of his talent and the talent on the roster. But yeah, to let you know how good the connection between Trubisky and Robinson was. That Trubisky always found a way to get him the ball regardless. And yeah, Robinson still hasn't caught a touchdown from Fields yet. It's been I already said it. Trubisky main target was Allen Robinson. Justin Fields' main target is Mooney. So it is what it is. You know, it's going to be a switch up. We're going to see exactly how this season going to turn out at the end when we see the final stats. But as of right now, the Bears 3-3. They just lost, so All we can do is wait and see how they're gonna perform next week. Is it gonna be another ass whooping or what? Our running game needs improvement because of injuries so far. The running game was fine overall. They didn't run the ball enough because the team went down. You know, the team wound up being down by more than a touchdown. So they had to stop running the ball. The Bears ran the ball fine. If it wasn't for that holding penalty, that was a bullshitting ass holding penalty. The Bears would have scored a touchdown earlier. So who's to say what the game would have been like if that holding call don't happen? You know, Khalil Herbert, I think he runs for over 100 yards. He runs he runs well over 100. I think he runs for like 105 if they don't call back that 16-yard game that really wasn't a goddamn holding call. That also fucked the Bears out as well. So it's a lot of things that fuck the Bears. The refs, the Packers, and themselves. It is what it is, man. I'm not gonna make up no excuses for what it is. I'm gonna be real with you all the way through. The Bears fucked themselves, the Packers fucked the Bears, and the refs did. You know, that was a terrible, terrible, terrible penalty that cost them, but still got to execute. The executor right after that got the yards back, got those yards back, was back at the original line of scrimmage that they was when Herbert ran it in for a touchdown. Then right after that, penalty, sack, turnover on downs. That's how it happened. That's exactly how it happened. I don't know how demoralized the team is right now. But if I was a team, I'd be pissed. I'd be very pissed. I'd be pissed the hell off at what just happened because they left too many points on the field. And that's something that's been a subject of this team this whole season. Not being able to capitalize on the limitations of other teams. They have to be able to capitalize on that. Let's see. I think Fields and whoever is on our team needs to be reminded how important it is to defeat Green Bay. He know how important it is. I'm pretty sure he knows how important it is. I'm pretty sure he's pissed off. He pissed off because he knows that he was one of the main parts of the reason why the Bears lost this game. The interception that killed all momentum in the first half. And then the second time, and then right after that, those two sacks. Yeah, the penalty didn't help. The penalty definitely cost us. But those two sacks is what desperately like straight up fucked us straight in the ass, like straight up. I don't care what nobody say. That's exactly what happened. And the Bears is gonna have to basically learn from this. The Bears gonna have to learn from this type of situation that you cannot leave those points on the field when they have the opportunity to do it. Animal Science TV. That play was a weird offensive PI on Green Bay, and then ruled incomplete at the same time. Chicago declined a penalty initially, but under review it was a touchdown. Man, it was man, it was under order of events. Yeah, it was all weird, man. It was all weird shit. That call for Green Bay should have been a touchdown. That other interception probably should have counted as an interception, and that Bears touchdown on that motherfucking holding call should have been a touchdown. So it was a lot of points left on the field, point blank period. What's going down, Mac? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? Did your team win today, or have they played yet? Because my team had the opportunity to win, and then just said for some reason, I don't think I want to win today. Leave some points on the board. Just fuck it up. Shit. So that's basically what the hell happened with my team. My team had the opportunity to possibly be tied, had the opportunity to be tied at the end of the fourth quarter, or possibly be up by 3. But didn't work out. So now I got to see who the Bears play next. I believe it's the Buccaneers. That's who I believe it is. Patriots game starting now. I saw that Bears game, shaking my head. It is what it is, bro. Animal Science TV, I'm a Packers fan. Well, then kudos to you, man. Y'all got the victory today. Y'all got the victory. Bears are still in the playoff picture. Yeah, for now. For now, you know, in order for them to stay in that playoff picture, they have to win. They have to win. They have to win efficiently. It can't be none of that bullshit. It can't be one day they play well offensively and the next day they decide that they want to play ass. You know, can't afford that. Animal Science TV. I was scared in the first quarter. You were wrecking us hard. Yeah, but the interception was the beginning of the end. As soon as he threw that pick, yep, the Buccaneers. Yeah, we in trouble. Yeah, the Buccaneers might got a weak ass secondary, but that front seven can definitely do some damage. But that interception definitely did it. How many sacks did we get today? Okay, I know it was Mac Quinn that got a sack, 3 sacks, because it was Mac Quinn and Hicks that got sacks. What was Fields doing with those 2 pass punt interceptions to Adrian Amos? Shit, I can't answer that. I can't answer that dumbass shit. I wouldn't have threw it. I threw it away. I can't answer that. I can't answer what went through another man's mind at that particular moment because shit, I wouldn't have did it. Everyone, matter of fact, I say I wouldn't have did it. Matter of fact, nah, I know for a fact I wouldn't have did no shit like that. Some people would have. He was one of them. I can't explain that. I just know it was goofy as hell. I don't know what he was expecting the wide receiver to do. I thought they was telepathically linked and they was gonna sync up. Nah, this is reality. This ain't Madden. He just threw that bitch in the air like he was fucking crazy. I guess he thought that the AI was gonna track the ball and magically catch it. Nah, wasn't gonna happen. So I can't explain that. But the one of those interception cost us. The second one still wasn't it. Yeah, he thought it was. I know they thought it was a free play. I know he thought it was. Either way, man, you don't just throw the goddamn ball in the end zone like that. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what nobody say. Who was a free? He thought it was. You still just don't throw the ball up like that with nobody there. No one to contest with the ball, just in case if it's not a free play, the ball get batted down. There's no explaining that. None. Before this game, Green Bay secondary was weak, and we should have ran over them and passed, and then passed. That's what the Bears did at first in the first quarter. They ran the ball down their throat, and then they passed. That led to a touchdown. The thing is, was the ability to be able to consistently do it, and that's something that they failed to do. They couldn't consistently run the ball down their throat, and then once they fell behind, for some reason, instead of sticking with the recipe that got you the first touchdown, even though you behind, not run so many 5 wide receiver sets and having either a single backfield, no backfield, nobody in the backfield, no running backs in the backfield, or having a full wide receiver set with a single back backfield, which it didn't help. The Bears should have definitely just stayed exactly with the recipe that they stuck with in that first quarter. It's like as soon as they find success, they automatically just gotta get out of tune and deliberately just say fuck it. Now we score. Now we're gonna open up the playbook and try this, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. No, stick with the same shit. Stick with the same shit that got you 7 points. And by the time they got back in the rhythm, the game was almost over. They got back in rhythm, did exactly what they were supposed to, and that's how it was a 14-17 game before Of course, the defense finally collapsed. Rodgers was pretty on point every single throw he did. He said every single throw he did was exactly where he wanted it to go. Yeah, of course, that's Rodgers. Been watching him do this shit since when? He started in '08, so I was 18, going on 19 years old when he first started chopping at the bit with the Bears. Even though that Bears teams was different, shit, they was actually beating them back then. But shit, it is what it is, man. But hey, Rodgers is gone next year, and Fields will be the best quarterback in the NFC North next year. Uh, Either way, I didn't want it that way. I'd rather Rodgers stay and the Bears beat him that way instead of him leaving. And then that's the reason why the Bears was able to start dominating the division. It's not something I like to see. Some Bear fans may accept that, they may like that, but no, I rather see it be tough all the way through, and the Bears is able to squeak through and get the victories that goddamn way. I can name other college coaches who can replace Matt Nagy, but I'm a military man to coach this team. Hey man, he can be a military man, but he better remember that he's still talking to men. Shit, cause shit, some people can try that and it might work if the whole team is young, but this team full of veterans. Somebody liable to whoop that military man ass. Like, who the hell is you talking to? I'm a man like you. And most of the time they're gonna be just as big as that military man, if not bigger. So it is what it is. They do get a military man. Long as he got, matter of fact, the best example that you want then is Mike Tomlin. Military style type of coach that demands respect and also gives it though. So it is what it is, man. When it come down to that, if you want another Mike Tomlin type of guy, or in fact, shit, you might as well just say, oh, you want Lovey Smith back. That's who you want. You want Lovey Smith back. You want somebody that's gonna be at the player's head, but at the same time, the players love him. That's basically who you want. But what we already know with experience, what comes with Lovey Smith is excellent defense. But the offense, well, shit, the offense seems like they put up more points than this offense do on a consistent basis. At least they put up 24 a game. Shit, it is what it is. That's all I can say. But I just know it's disappointing, but it's not very disappointing because I expected this. I expected the Packers to win by a touchdown plus. I even said in my prediction video, I said if the Bears was to come out and win, come out with the victory, I would be surprised, but also I would be happy. But I expected the Packers to win this game. But it is what it is, man. Packers did win. Kudos to them. Bears just got to be able to get shit together. They definitely do. So it is what it is, man. So, but right now, the Vikings seem like they getting ready to get a goddamn victory over the Carolina Panthers. They getting ready to kick a 47-yard field goal with 6 seconds left. But man, just tell me more what you thought about this game. Did you feel like the Bears could squeak out a victory against them, or did you always know that the Bears would possibly lose this game? And the Vikings field goal, man, NFL kickers is so ass this year. I swear to God, they like Santonio like major ass. Like I ain't never seen people be this goddamn weak before in my goddamn life. I sup. See you next time. I thought the game was really close. Not much of a difference between the teams. Hey, I appreciate the sub, and yeah, man. But it just came down to execution in the end. Came down to execution, and this team could have been victorious, but when you leave points on the field, especially against a team like the Packers, that's what's going to happen. You're going to lose. You are definitely going to lose. Lovie Smith's problem was his Tampa Bay assistant coach on offense, like Mike Martz, was the wrong plays after '06. Hey man, that Mike Martz offense might have been kind of goofy, but they still put up more points than Matt Nagy's Bears. They still put up 25, 24 to 28 points a game. And that's even when the defense didn't help. They still was able to put up hella points. As a Packers fan, I thought we were doomed till we got up 10 again in the fourth. When the Bears scored that touchdown, I already said, I said, well, the Bears got to come alive on defense. If they can't stop them on defense, this game is over. I don't care what nobody says. And it happened the way it did. Like I said, it's still disappointing to see. I expected more from this offense. I expected the defense to do exactly what they did out here. Put up an excellent fight. If the offense plays better, the defense uh, comes out better. And once again, they didn't keep the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands enough. That's what they needed to do. They needed to keep the ball out of his hands, and they struggled to do so. And that's what led to the team, once again, not being victorious. So it is what it is. Fields needs to learn to keep his ass down the field. There were some wide open shots. Easier said than done with Kenny Clark in your face. Yeah, true, but it was a few times where he literally had more than enough time to throw the ball down the field. He had plenty of time to throw that ball down the field, and it would have been a touchdown if it was Andy Dalton. On certain plays, that's when a veteran presence would have came into play. Now, those plays where Justin Fields escaped and ran and did all that, man, Andy Dalton wouldn't have been able to do that. He'd have been sacked. It would have been over with. But those plays where players was wide open and you need your quarterback to look deep downfield, that's when the veteran presence definitely come into play. Are you happy with moving the fields and leaving Red Rifle on the bench? Yes, overall, yes. Overall, I am happy with Justin Fields being out there on the field. We get the chance to really have him be exposed to the NFL and see exactly what we got out there. What more can you ask for other than, those last little goofy plays at the end? But he did do something. He did throw a touchdown this game. He did throw a goofy interception, but I was impressed with mostly what I saw out there. But do I expect a lot more? Absolutely. Of course I do. I expect a lot more out of that. But it is what it is, man. But this is John Pickney once again bringing it back to you with another sports reaction, talking about the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. And of course, Green Bay coming out with a victory, 24-14. All right, people. Peace out, man. Peace out.
What you wanna, but fam, it don't matter. This is just the introduction. I'm gonna be busting from here on after. So cease with the laughter. If you seek disaster, then you